Hey everyone, welcome to Metal Customs. Today we're going to be doing a little bit on the old lady's car. This is I think this one's an 01 Mustang V6 Auto. Great little car, but I don't care how great they are, still got to do some maintenance on them. I'm just now finishing up an oil change. I do a basic 4 quarts of conventional 1030, then I use a quart of the Lucas. And for those of y'all that use Lucas, you know why I'm just leaving it sitting in the funnel upside down. It'll eventually drain. But let's go ahead and get this thing raised up some. We're going to do shocks and struts on her. Try to smooth it right out a little bit. So let's raise her up and get to it. Alright, first thing we'll do, go ahead and get our front end jacked up. This old jack side's just going to work today. It can be a little bit finished. Alright, we've got her jacked up there. Let's drop her down to working height. We've got her down here where we can work on her easy enough. Get the center cap off. First of all, we want to spin our wheel and listen real close for any bearing noise. No play anywhere. No play up and down. It tells us we do not have a tie rod problem or a ball joint problem. There you go. Let's see what we got here. Let me get the air ready. This old air gun even take this off. I may have to break them loose by hand. There we go. Well, it didn't seem that tight, did the guys? She had these tires put on at Walmart. I'll go through, I'll recheck them all. I always throw a tire under the car like that right there. Move camera so y'all can see a little bit better. You always throw a tire up underneath the car. This jack has a safety on it, or any jacks that you use, never rely on it. If that jack gave out right now, the car would land on that tire and save my hand. And yeah, I'm smoking in a video. Hopefully that does not offend nobody, but I am a smoker. Not a doper, just a smoker. Here's our strut assembly that we got. Opted for the premiums. I'm not sure who makes these. They're just a basic off-brand, but they are premium struts. You really don't have to buy name brand stuff to get a good product. Because a lot of the name brand companies make their off-brand stuff like this. It's the exact same thing, except it doesn't say Monroe or whatever on it. So you're still getting good stuff. Alright, first thing we want to do, see what sizes we got here of everything. Pretty big stuff. Alright, that is a 13/16 for that. An 1.25 inches, guys. Alright, we're going to take the top one off first. top one holds that bracket in there. Move this camera so I can maybe get a better angle of what's going on. Alright, as you can see right in here, put that nut off, I'll let that come off. Now we'll take the next one off. And we'll drop it. We're going to slide that bolt out of there. Don't worry about marking these. This is not where your alignment is on these Mustangs. It's up top on your strut mount on the very top, which we're not going to move, so we're not going to change alignment in it. Leaky air hose. Alright, now you see when I've done that, everything fell forward. But we got enough room here. We really don't have to disconnect nothing. Just holding tight on this. Pulling that bottom bolt out. And the strut should just pop out of there. I want to be a pain. Well, this just happened to be sitting here, so let's use it. There we go. Now you see it. That's all it takes to disconnect it. You got your nut, takes that out of the way, then your two bolts and nuts. Now let's go off the top, and I'll show you how that comes apart. Right here. There's just a nut right here. All you'll do is zap that off. And that strut assembly will come right out of there. This here is where you do your alignment on your strut plate. You move it in and out, whatnot. And say we're not touching that because it's good. Well, an inch and a quarter seems to fit everything, don't it? Well, that's good. Less tools now got to go hunt down. As you notice, I had to fiddle with it a little bit there. Because what happens is the rod, the side of your strut, will try to spin on you. Get this out here and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. So it just all falls right out. Take this absorber piece off. Again, what the technical term is, doesn't matter. Y'all speak my language anyway. But it's right here we try to spin a lot of times when you're trying to take that nut off. So what I do is just get it in a little bit of a bind. This is the side that's bouncing the worst, so we'll call that old strut right there shot. Now here's our new one, and we're going to have to unload this thing. Comes with a new nut. Spacer's already on there. The old spacer fell off in the floor. Go ahead and grab this nut, put it up here. We'll unload that in a minute. What I like to do up here on top, this thing, see right here, Basically where it pivots, it's just down in a steel type ball there. This can pivot as well as the rod. The rod pivots more, but either one can move. So to keep down squeaks and hassles, I like to put a little grease on this, and also a little grease on here where it's contacting, where we won't have no issues. Grab the grease gun and get a little bit out of there. Like I say, it's not going to take much. Like I said, everybody does things a different way. I'm sure somebody's going to come along and say, oh man, you shouldn't have done that. Well, you know what? And y'all know me, those of y'all especially watch my gun channel, been watching for a while. Like I tell everybody, this is the way I do it. This is what works for me. Yeah, I'm sure there's some better ways to do stuff, or something may work better for somebody else. And that's all well and fine. More power to them. But this is the way I do it, so this way I'm going to continue to do it. And if it works, all right? Just like that phone, every time I get busy, it wants to work. All right, guys, I had to pause there and grab that phone call. It was actually one of you viewers. One of y'all had bought something from the gun store and was giving me a call on it. And I appreciate it. It's always cool when I get calls like that. All right, where are we at? All right, we need to unload this strut. So I got this little goofy metal bar in there. That's the best way I know to do it. Is just push down and try to get that thing out of there. Push. There we go. You should just slide right off the top. Alright. We recheck and make sure that that spacer is needed on this one. One thing, always look at your parts, guys. And yes, we're going to have to reuse that spacer. I thought this one had one on it, but it does not. So it's always good to just take a second and slow down. See what you're doing. Let's see if I can reach this thing until I plumb over here. Now we got it. All right, it looks fine. I don't see no issues with it. Get a little grease. Don't need nothing binding up or anything, that's for sure. I think it does. There again, another one of them see what you got to work with things. Because I'm looking at, by the time you go through here, this butts up to there, and this is going to be about right here. You got to have enough thread to get it on. So it does not need it. Now what we'll do is just slide this back in, run it up, and get our washer, and get our nut started on there. Alright, just let our hose go. Just grab our air gun and run that down. Boy, that's different size. That's 13/16 up there. Very different from the old one. Now just get in here and hold your strut. And that is that. That is tight enough. You don't want to sit there. You can literally mash that thing down until there's really nothing left of it. No sense in that. Just get it good and tight. Let's raise it up and get our bolts back in here. All right, just like we took it apart. Make sure this is out of your way. Get your strut turned correctly. Just push it up there. Now here's where you're going to have a screwdriver, punch, something. Because of course these holes are nowhere near lined up. So we need the strut to actually be compressed upwards, which is going to be fun. Let me grab a big punch. We should be able to do it with that. I'll try to pull up on it as I can hold this in. There we go. Make it breathe a little hard. It's almost too much like manual labor. Just a little fiddling with it and it will go. Alright, there's the bottom bolt. Now let's see if we can get this top bolt shoved in there. Yeah, it's going. Grab a nut. Back to our 1 1/4 inches. And 13/16 to hold it. I don't think that'll fall off. Alright, got a thin nut. All it does hold this on. Put that over both bolts, but there's only one nut to hold it. And you don't have to hammer this to death. It's as quick as I can do it. And now it's landed. Wish this thing had grease fittings on it. We grease it while it's so open. But here's something that we are going to do. The A-frame bushings in this car are fine. I don't see no dry rot or any issues or not moving. But man, this thing's got a squeak to it. Pretty sure it's in bushings. Let's soak them things. I happen to have some, this Crow. Just gonna get some down in there real good. A lot of times this will stop at a squeaky noise. Done that on a bunch of them. Alright, now always stop, recheck everything you've done. Got everything back in its proper place. No leftover parts. Now we put a tire back on. Yeah, brakes look pretty good. I'm going to take a quick look at them. Just Still got plenty of pad there, but I'm gonna tell you, I don't like whatever pads them are. As soon as I can scrape together a couple extra dollars, buy a better set of brake pads for this thing. I mean, it stops, but yeah, I think they're probably just some cheapo AutoZone junk or whomever's junk. Low quality, low price. And that's that side. I'm gonna let this all down. I'm gonna take a big breaker bar and torque him by hand before I put the cap on, just to be 100% sure. Alright, now I'm gonna run over and do the other side off camera, and then we'll get to the rear and we'll get our shocks. Hey guys, I'll run back over to this side. I want to show you something because I made a mistake. Spacer I was talking about, it is needed. It goes in this rubber bushing right here. It comes all the way through. That's why it was confusing me as far as the space goes. It does go in there, and it is neat. Thank God it's easy to zap that nut back off, and bam, there you go. All right. Let me finish up the other side, and like I say, we'll get to our shop. Got the little strut knocked out. No, I did not forget that spacer. And I went through, took my torque wrench, tightened the front wheels down really well. Now, we're gonna get these shocks. To tell you the truth, I'd rather do struts on these than do shocks on them. Top of the shock has, I believe it's like a 9/16 or 15 millimeter, we'll see in a minute, nut that holds the top of it in with a washer and a bushing. But it is right there. If y'all can see that. Right here. So I got to take all of this out in order just to get to it. Set our jack out here. Floor piece and just peel up enough to move out of the way. All right, the little screws that hold all this in, they seem to be all missing. Well, that's good. Saves me some trouble. Usually there's some little there's some studs sticking out there. They're just some thumb nuts that are on there. Plastic ones that you just spin off. Yeah, and these things are a pain. Alright, get that moved over a little bit. There's one. There actually is one holding it right here. Holding this back piece in. That's cool, at least I can show you what I'm talking about. Just a little deal like that. This stuff's pretty pliable, so it ain't too much of a pain. It's just really, really in there. And I don't want to come past the bottom carpet on that other side. It's okay. Just grab this all in one shot. There we go. I'll just move it over. Don't want to come out. The spare tire's still good. It's always a good thing. There's that. Alright, now, I'm sure y'all can see. If I don't drop the camera, y'all can see. Right here. That's what we're after. Gonna take that nut off of there, washer, rubber grommet, and same on the other side. Always do that first before you do your underneath. Alright, and here's a 9/16. Right, there's a little there, and hope it didn't come off of there well. Alright, that one came off. Alright guys, we got lucky on them. A lot of times these things sit here and just spin and spin because the shaft inside the shock is spinning and it's just wear you out. We'll worry about them rubber bushings here in a few. Let's go ahead and raise her up. Alright, and here's our shock. Need to figure out what we got here. Maybe a 5/8 and a 3/4, something along them lines. $15 and an $18. Go ahead and see if we can break them loose here. Oh yeah, go ahead and get this one. See if they're right, you pull that out. Push your bolts out, let the shock up a little bit. More like that, they're not hard to get out. There we go. So here's our new shock. Go ahead and get this piece of plastic doohickey off of it. Go. Okay, the rubber up top, it'll come off without any issue. I can quit hollering now. Take your nut off, take your washer, and the first rubber. That's what'll go on top. On the bottom, you got a rubber, then your washer. Just basically put it right back in the hole. There we go. You just retighten your bolt and nut down here. That's plenty tight enough. Grab all of our stuff, drop her down and head back up top. Oh, another thing, while we're under here, bushings in your trailing arm, your top trailing arm, go ahead and hit them a little bit. I got the old rubber washers off there. In fact, I'm going to save them washers for something. Like I say, just put it rubber, washer, then your nut. Alright, when I tighten them down, I mash that rubber about that much. Let's call it a third of what it originally was. Any more than that, I think it's just too tight. Let's put our pieces back in. There we got it. Let's take the jack to go to the car. This is what I come up with. It works well. And there we go. Now she's ready to rock. Well guys, I hope you learned a little something on that. Shocks and struts on these, not that bad of a job. This body style goes up to 04, and actually doing shocks and struts is pretty much exactly the same from 79 through 04. on these Mustangs. This little Fox bodies, Mercury Capris, and such as that. A lot of them suspension was so close to the same that the procedures are very, very close to each other. And that including some of the newer ones, well as some other basic GM Dodge and such. A lot of shocks and struts are set up this way. So you see how this one was done. I got confidence if you got to do your own, you can figure it out. Shouldn't be no trouble. I appreciate you watching that video. If you would, please leave me some comments. And if you would, hit that like and subscribe button. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank y'all, and I hope you have a fantastic day.